Here are 3 things that you can do to kickstart or boost your meditation practice. Do you feel like meditation's just too difficult? You keep trying it, but it just doesn't work for you? A few simple tips could be just what you need. In this video, I'm going to detail 3 easy solutions to get your meditation going in the right direction, making it easier to do and to sustain into the future. The first is to be comfortable. If sitting in a chair is more comfortable than sitting on the floor, then sit in the chair. Sometimes people think they have to sit on the floor on a meditation cushion and look a particular way, like a Zen monk or something. I started my meditation this way decades ago. I started by living with monks in a Zen monastery. Now, this isn't something I recommend unless you're into like a boot camp mentality for starting something. It's more important that you're comfortable so you can remain somewhat still than it is to sit on the floor. Of course, you need to be alert and somewhat upright so you don't fall asleep, but you can definitely accomplish this sitting in a chair. It's important to use a meditation posture that fits the body that you have. The chair that you choose should support an upright posture. So don't choose a lazy boy chair or like your living room couch. You can even meditate standing up or lying down, whatever works for you and the body that you have. The other advantage to sitting in a chair is that you can meditate anywhere. I've meditated in restaurants, I've actually meditated in airports, and often at work. The second thing you can do is not get hard on yourself if you get lost in thinking a lot. This happens to everybody, but we so often judge ourselves for having a busy mind. You sit down thinking you're going to be calm and at peace, and your mind just takes off in a flurry of thinking. This is normal, and it's not a problem. If you make it a problem, it only gets worse. Remember the saying? You've probably heard this saying, what you resist persists and even grows. This is crucial. Trying to quiet the mind only makes it worse. It simply does not work. It's kind of like trying to put out a fire by pouring gasoline on it. So remember that getting lost in thought is not a problem. And the second that you realize that you are lost in thought is a moment of mindfulness. So how do you relate to a busy mind when you're meditating? Look at it with a positive outlook and think that every time I bring my mind back to the breath or whatever object you're meditating on, this is a moment of mindfulness. I'm building my mindfulness muscle. You might even smile a little every time you notice that your mind wandered and you brought it back to the present moment. The third meditation tip is to begin with the breath when you sit down to meditate, or the body. Most of us spend all day long lost in our minds, always thinking. It's impossible just to suddenly sit down and shift gears and expect the mind to quiet. So moving your attention out of the abstract realm of the mind and into the concrete realm of the body allows the breath and the mind to settle. You could try silently counting inhalations and exhalations, silently counting 1 on the inhale and 2 on the exhale. This gives you something to focus on besides the thoughts that are arising. Awareness of the breath and body are a good place to start for a whole bunch of reasons. The breath is always there. If you're breathing, you're alive. The breath isn't trying to get anywhere, it just breathes itself. And a byproduct of focusing on the breath is it can be relaxing. Just remember that meditation isn't about relaxing. It's about retraining and rewiring your mind so that you're aware of what's happening in the present moment. In other words, you're training mindfulness. I hope that you found these 3 meditation tips to be helpful. If so, please subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.